Angry guy here, and Asian women are a Trojan horse. We are going to talk about this. Today we're discussing why Asian women are a Trojan horse. And this is a serious subject, this is a serious topic. A lot of people are not talking about this, but society is only as good as its men. And the men that are leaving America right now are America's best men. They are successful men, they are stable men, they are the men that hold the country up. And the men that are going to get left behind are basically the men that no one wants. They're the men that women are sleeping with, but they're not the men that hold society up. Tyrone isn't holding society up, he's pulling society down. The women are chasing after these types of terrible men, and then after they're pumped and dumped, a couple hundred times, and they go and look for a stable man, and the stable man is left picking up the pieces, picking up the sloppy seconds, sloppy thirds, sloppy fourths, whatever you want to. It's really a couple sloppy hundreds, but at this point, but point is, you're getting Tyrone sloppy seconds, you're getting Chad sloppy seconds, and you're supposed to be happy with that. And men are going over to the Philippines, and they're getting great wives. They're going to Thailand. They're getting great wives. They're going to Cambodia. They're going to Brazil. They're going to all over Latin America. They're going to all other countries. They're going to little shit countries you never heard of in Europe and finding wives there. They're even going to Africa. I mean, that are trying. The passport bro movement is really taking off, and this is just a subsect of men walking away, men completely just stepping away from traditional gender roles. Well, I should say traditional gender roles, but traditional expectations. So these are men who want traditional gender roles. They're stepping away from traditional expectations of them in the West. They're not. They're saying, you know what? Listen, Western women have broken the contract. So we're not going to stick around. We're going to go where we're wanted. We're going to go where we can meet quality women who want a man who's going to provide for them, take care of them, and in return, they're going to cook and clean, and they're going to be submissive and take care of us and be good wives and be good, good helpers. And that's really all men really want. That's there's a saying, feed them and fuck them, and that's really all it comes down to. So it's really intriguing when we see this. But Asian women are a Trojan horse because they're basically taking all the quality men out of the United States, all of these men who have value, have jobs, have skills. These guys are picking up and taking off. Like I said, right now it's a trend. Passport bro movement is a trend, but trends become normalities, and normalities become traditions. And come 2030, I'm telling y'all, as soon as 2030, it could be a tradition where, like, as things move fast, especially these days, where like you want a wife, okay, it's time to go overseas because you can't mess around with these hoes. Back home, like, these hoes ain't loyal. That's Chad food right there. That's Tyrone food right there. You don't want they gonna leave. You don't want what they leave over. I mean, like, I'm literally telling you, where we're looking at it. You're looking at it like men are just gonna completely forget about these women back in the states, and they're gonna start going straight overseas by default. It's gonna be a normal thing. So, like, kids out of high school, they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna find a wife in the U.S. Like, I don't even want a college girl. Like, start spring breaking in the Philippines. Like, I'm just telling y'all, this is where it's headed. Where it becomes a normal thing, and then it becomes a tradition to go overseas and get a wife. Just like Christmas, it becomes a normal thing. And I want to show you this. Like, this is a guy. This is a black guy. This guy's like over 6 feet tall. He makes over $100,000 a year. He is a video game programmer, and he has a Filipina. And if you see his Filipina, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's very shy, very very quiet, and it's so incredible. And this guy is living the life. I mean, just look how beautiful this girl is, you know. And she does not talk much, keeps her mouth shut, and this guy is so happy. This guy is absolutely happy, and more men are just literally going to be going in this direction. More and more men are going to say, you know what, this is what we want, this is what we're going to get because this is what we deserve, and they're not going to settle for they're not going to settle for Chad's sloppy seconds. They're not going to settle for Tyrone's leftovers. They're going to get something quality. And then here's the crazy thing about this: you don't have to be 6 feet tall to get one of these women because you have to understand something. The average man in the Philippines is only 5'4". Only 5'4", and it's like only 5'4", and and so when you guys have a guy who's even 5'8", 5'9", that's tall to them. These ladies feel great with these guys, So it's really really significant. It's a great. It's great. I mean, in this video, basically they're going to like Costco, and I really want to just more so show you the girl that he's with, and she's quiet, she's helpful. She takes him to Costco in the Philippines. They're going shopping, looking around, for different things, looking at the prices, and it's like just the quality of life is better. Just the quality of life is better. What they're able to afford, money goes so much further. In one instance, they're actually checking out a luxury condo, which was like, wow, that's in another video. I just wanted to share that with you because you don't have that here in you don't have that here in the U.S. People are here struggling to buy food with hyperinflation, and on the other side of the world, people are just like guys have like picked up left the U.S. and they're living new lives. They have new wives, and they're not looking back. They're not looking back. They're not complaining. They're happy. I mean, this is Asian women are a Trojan horse right now because they're literally scooping up the quality men from the United States, and they're leaving all the trash, and they're just leaving the trash behind. They're leaving the men that no, they're leaving the men that are destroying the country. They're leaving the men that are running wild in the streets. With with these streetwalkers. It's like you know, it's these are the men of value, the men of decency, the men with self respect. They're getting the hell out, right? And what does that leave? That leaves Tyrone. That leaves Chad. Like these dudes are not good. These dudes are not good. I'm just being straight with you. And they just leave single mothers in their wake, and the men aren't taking this crap anymore. Men are just leaving. Like men of value are just getting up and taking off. They're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I don't have any time for this. And men are settling. They're more than happy to get themselves a nice looking girl in the Philippines, settle down, have some kids, start a life with your wife. And you don't have to put a, you don't have to have a headache because these Filipinos, they love to clean. They love making sure that everything is clean as a part of their culture. They love to take baths. You know, this is a part of their culture. They're very clean. They like to cook, and they're very loving. They like to take care of people because that's a part of who they are. That loving nature of theirs. It's something that we don't have in the United States, but it's something that's just a part of their characteristics, a part of their culture, and American men don't have to fight anymore for that. They don't have to fight for scraps. You don't have to fight for leftovers, and then just to be treated like crap by some woman who's like has a body count in the hundreds, and she's basically already planning the divorce before she's even planning her wedding. I mean, that's how it really works these days because a lot of times these women are just looking for a guy to help them come up so that they can move on to the next one. On to the next one, on to the next one. A lot of these plastic bros, they're not having it. They're like hashtag not me, hashtag not me, and that's really it. Guys can hashtag me, can hashtag too, you know. The chicks were like hashtag me too, and now guys are like, yeah, hashtag not me, I'm on my way out, like fuck this shit, I'm out. All right, now fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't really care. I'm just getting the fuck up out of here. So this is what's really going on, and it's gonna continue to grow. The movement's gonna continue to foster, and Asian women are a Trojan horse because men are saying, you know what, I can find a better deal overseas. I'm going to go overseas. I'm going to find that Latina. I'm going to find that Filipina, and I'm going to be happy. And these relationships are working out. Of course, not every relationship is going to work because there are good people in this world, there are bad people in the world. But it's really about screening and getting to know the person. But when it comes to American culture, like, think about this, almost all American women today want a man that's at least 6 feet tall. There's only 14% of the American population have people that are 6 feet tall. I mean, women are looking for the top 1% of the top 10% today. That's just not going to happen. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you agree that Asian women are a Trojan horse to the West, let me know what you think. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.